today we're going to discuss the number one mistake we see people make when entering the real estate world, and that is chasing the deal instead of understanding the process. LD, what are your thoughts on this? Chasing the deal instead of understanding what's going on.
Okay, so I actually have a story, and it's not real estate, but it's the same thing about chasing the deal. When I was in my early 20s, I got my license for going to the auto auctions and buying cars. And I would go the night before the auction, and I'd go through all the cars, and I would look at them, find what I wanted to buy, and then I would write down what my cap is, the absolute highest I'm going to go on that car. Anyway, I brought one of my really good friends to come with me, and this guy is more of the getting, what's the word that I'm looking for, emotionally involved in a vehicle. And I remember the first car that came through was an Xterra, and they started bidding up the price, and he got really excited, and another guy came in and outbid him, so we outbid him, and they got into a bidding war. And then I jumped back because my hard cap was already met, and he ran the car up. It was like $2,000 higher than what the cap was, and then he ended up walking away. He won the car, but he wasn't able to sell the car. And so I think we could take that into all aspects of our life, especially real estate. When you go and people start doing bid offers on houses, that's how you could easily get stuck into a home that you don't want. Because let's say you wanted it, but when I'll buy any house if the price is right. You give me the Taj Mahal and you charge me $1 trillion for it, all of a sudden I don't like it anymore. And I don't want to get stuck with something that I can't afford.
What about you, Audrey? Do you see a lot of clients working as a pad split rep that get maybe one-itis, or they take massive action prematurely?
Yeah. I think the biggest thing too is like people start chasing deals before they have their financing in order too. I think that's a big one. It's like, how are you going to pay for this? And they ask me, how should I pay for this? How should I do this? So I think educate yourself on that first, because I'm not a lender. I'm not a mortgage lender. And then, sorry, there's someone at my door.
Yeah, so main takeaway, just understanding the life cycle of buying a deal. Like, it's okay, I should probably have this certain credit score, or at least a few rentals under my, especially like DSCRs for co-living. We know a lot of those lenders, they want to see 2 properties that you've owned for 12 months at least. And so, yeah, we see that a lot in our office hours. People jump in, like, hey, I really want this deal. We had a guy yesterday, but he was afraid to talk to the agent. I'm just like, if you can't do that, you can't do anything yet. And so we had already did the underwriting, is a good deal and all of it. He has the money. But yeah, I think main takeaway recap is really kind of knowing, all right, step 1, step 2, step 3, at least the first few, and then progressing forward.
And I think also understand, once you're under contract, the clock starts. What do I need to get done in the first 10 days? What is that? What does that look like? What am I looking for? What's important to me in the inspection period? If there is one. And then if you decide you want to do, okay, then I get the appraisal back. What does that mean? What does that look like? But then also when you close, it's ready, set, go again, right? And so when you're under contract and you're looking to acquire a property, you need to already be thinking, okay, who's going to be my GC? How am I going to pay for furniture to furnish the property? Am I going to insert a property manager? So I think all of those things need to be happening simultaneously, so that when you close, you're, ready, set, go, and you're not wasting time, because time is money, right? And so getting all your ducks in a row during that period where you're under contract, I think, is really important for post-close.
Yeah, so I guess before we jump to mistake number two, let's highlight the main, at least some of the high level things that they should assume before or once they lock it up. So it's like, okay, they like it, they did the underwriting. All the typically next steps are, all right, they're submitting EMD, which usually gives, some sort of inspection. It's on market. Wholesale, typically not. Then ideally, I personally think it's worth spending, $500-600 on the inspection.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're raising
every
capital.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a whole podcast in itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're a newer investor, for sure. I mean, you definitely want to get an inspection.
Yeah. And if you're using a DSCR, they'll probably make you, but wholesale deals, you don't have to. And it's worth the $500.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
LD
moving on.
Doesn't agree entirely, but I can see it on his face.
I love it.
Do yourself a favor too, and even if you're 100% certain you qualified to purchase the property and you've got your ducks in a row in terms of your finances, have a conversation with your lender 30 days before you put anything under contract, because with DSCR and LLC, things need to be seasoned and accounts need to be open for certain periods. So before you get too excited about a property, make sure you have your ducks in a row there.
Absolutely.